And they're off. Lethargic beginning for Mr. Hare, but a fast start for Chief Blanco. Entry mate Summer Chalet's coming through the inside of him, and up on the outside, Dre's Warrior is a pace presence. As they leave the chute and settle up on the main track, down along the inside, Stark came away racing in the fourth position. Then a link for the back, Kelco Carterberg is fifth. Right alongside, there's High Drive. Then a link to Congrats to Kukos, who has 2-horse beat. They are Victory Sales, and at the back of the pack, Mr. Hare has about 9 links to find. Up the backside day wheel, past the half-mile pole. The first quarter, 23 seconds flat. So it's Dre's Warrior and Euclid Prentice show him into the far turn run. Summer Chalet has drawn to second, right along the fence, and flanked to the outside by entry mate Chief Blanco. Now that one pokes that nose in front. Starting to make good headway from the back of the pack. Here comes Congrats to Kukos, and High Drive in the Green Silks has now come right up to make it 3 across the track. The half mile, 46 and 3, and now they stack up 4 deep as they turn for the money. It's Dre's Warrior to the inside, to the outside Chief Blanco. On the 3 wide side, there goes High Drive, set loose, and Mr. Hare, after that poor start, has come up to challenge to the outside by the 8th pole. It's Mr. Hare attacking to the outside. High Drive finding more down along the inside. These two square off by the 16th pole. It's High Drive. Mr. Hare attacks to the outside down to the wire, and High Drive and Jack Gilligan win on the class drop by about a length in the end. Mr. Hare was second, tight for third, 18 and 4. They are off. An 18-time winner, Juicy Point, springs first. Quick into stride as well to the outside. There goes Blew My Mind. My Mr. Roy is going to be a pace presence, as is Grand Kuma. They spin out 7 across the track in that clubhouse turn. And Grace's Devil has saved all the ground, come through to take the lead, as they have 6.5 furlongs still to travel. Wheaton's Express away in the second position. To the outside, My Mr. Roy shooting up between those horses comes Bassoon. Going for a run on the far outside, there goes the Grand Kuma to be a pace presence while racing up into third now. Then a separation of about 2 or 3 lengths back to Juicy Point, who broke sharp but has faded back to 6th and 7 off the pace. Blew My Mind out deep on the course, races 8th, 1 in front of Crown's Path, and a link to Worth a Buck. And last of the lot comes Rockin' Beige. The first quarter mile, 24 and 1, and the first half is 47 and 2/5. So fast pace up front. To the inside, Grace's Devil, My Mr. Roy in the middle, and on the 3 wide side comes Grand Kuma. These 3, as they're approaching the 3/8 marker, are about 6 in front of Juicy Point, who's being ridden with the whip. To the outside, starting to make good progress comes Blew My Mind, and running on eagerly from the back of the pack, Rockin' Beige and Gabe Lagunas has a field just outside the quarter-mile pole. And it's Grand Kuma who's gotten away from this field. Grand Kuma comes off the turn in front by 2. Grace's Devil coming back to challenge to the outside. Here's Blew My Mind, and still making good progress. Rockin' Beige at 28 to 1 down the center of the track. Deep stretch. It's Blew My Mind. Here's Rockin' Beige, just went right on by Rockin' Beige and Gabe Lagunas. Blew My Mind battling back to the inside, but Rockin' Beige pushing on by, and Rockin' Beige an upset winner for Lagunas by a length in the end. Blew My Mind second, Grace's Devil third, tight for fourth, 140 and 2. And they're off. There goes the favorite Cam, who get the first call. Quick and stride up from the outside, comes up most intensity. Through from between horses is Zipmeister. Sergio's Pride had to just take off heels there and has one horse beaten. That's Daniel's Grace for Ava. Up the backside day wheel, just outside the half-mile pole. Well-bunched field here, covered by about 2 lengths from tip to tail. It's Cam to the inside, to the outside, up most intensity. Up on the outside here, Sergio's Pride in third. Down on the inside, even Rob scores. Has 2 horses beaten there. Daniel's Grace for Ava, and still outpaced at the back. Zipmeister starting to string out here now. They're covered by about 8.5 lengths from tip to tail, just outside the quarter-mile pole. So Cam and Prescott still sitting like a statue on the favorite, in front by about a half a length. Utmost intensity is being toiled upon to the outside. Sergio's Pride's being asked to quicken, but meanwhile, it's Cam who comes off the turn with 2 to spare. Utmost intensity, still plugging away. Sergio's Pride attacks to the outside, running on from last. Here comes Zipmeister up for the minor awards. It's Cam approaching the 16th pole with 3 to the good. Sergio's Pride lunging to the outside. Utmost intensity, still grinding away. But your favorite, Cam, will just hang on. Utmost intensity lunged late to be second. Sergio's Pride was third. Zipmeister fourth in 1:10-4. Number 3, Cam leads him from start to finish with Rodney Prescott aboard for owner Linda Hatcher and Parker Van Manson. The winning trainer was Tracy Young. The favorite returns $4, $3 to 10. Second, number 6, Utmost Intensity. Third, the 5, Sergio's Pride. And fourth, number 4, Zipmeister. The exacta $22.80. The try $40. Super $64. Daily double returns $98.20. In the first pick 3 of the evening for a $1 wager, you'll get back $839.10. Running time for the third race, 1:10-4. Tonight's fourth race is a claimant event for the boys who have not won 2 races in the last 6 months. The claiming price $5,000, the distance 6 furlongs. Scratch numbers 4, Social Affair, and the 6, Why I Am. Morning line favorite, number 2, Net Profit, with Luis Martinez Jr. in the irons. They are racing. And it's put to the test, who's being hustled on out, quick into stride as well. There's Arctic Sky. Through from between horses comes Channel Quest. The rail's open for the favorite, Net Profit. He comes on through to make it 4 across the track. A length in front of Do I Do. A similar margin to Painted Valley. And Salty Rim rides the rail in last as they approach the half-mile pole. 4.5 lengths from front to back. It's Net Profit, the favorite, as came through to the inside. Put to the test, shadows him to the outside. That one's flanked by Channel Quest. And to the far outside, Arctic Sky loops up 4 wide. Salty Rim has came from last into 5th, but is on hold there as Channel Quest just had to tap on the brakes. Painted Valley's up 1 spot, and that puts Do I Do in the last in trailing position. Outside the quarter-mile pole, the favorite, Net Profit, has been collared by Arctic Sky. On hold still, Salty Rim has been taking the worst of it. Now Salty Rim comes off the rail, angles to the center of the track for clear racing. The half-in 45-4, and they're on their way home. It's Arctic Sky on the wrong leg. Now switches, shaken up by Jimenez. Here's Salty Rim, finally found clear sailing, lugging in, but getting to Arctic Sky. Arctic Sky trying to hold by the 16th pole. Salty Rim bearing down to the outside. These two square off down to the wire, and Salty Rim an eventful trip, but nonetheless the winner. Arctic Sky was second, Painted Valley third, tight for fourth in 1:11 flat. Number 1, Salty Rim, comes from last to first to get up to win it. To return $964.63.40 for owner Colonel Thoroughbreds, Glenn Thomas and the trainer, and Gabe Lagunas with a second victory on the car. Finishes second, number 9, Arctic Sky, third, the 8, Painted Valley, and fourth, number 3, Do I Do. The exacta was worth $30.40. The trifecta, $66.70. The superfecta, $510.60. The $1 pick 3, $547.40. And the daily double, $23.80. Running time for race 4, 1:11 flat. Tonight's fifth race, a maiden claimant event for the fillies and mares to go 1 mile. Scratch numbers 1 and 5. Jockey changing the 11, Similon, to Sophie Doyle. The favorite, number 3, Hard Lovin' Woman, carrying the red silks of Ken and Sarah Ramsey. They are off. It's Hard Lovin' Woman who's being hustled on out. Now that one, in fact, makes the point. Shopping with Bill, co-favorite, racing along in the second position. Mercer Slough is a 3 wide third, and about 4 deep there is Simeon. Wish on a Star saves all the ground, came away racing in 5th. Up to the outside there, about 6 deep, is Sittin' Smitten. Down along the inside comes Cold Desert, has two horses beat. They are Sedgepun, and at the back of the pack, Lilo's Journey. Up the backside they wheel. Hard Lovin' Woman takes them through an opening quarter in 24 seconds flat. So Hard Lovin' Woman, just outside the 4.5 furlong pole, shows the way by 5. Shopping with Bill, racing in the second position. Cold Desert has come through the inside of her to overtake third. Mercer Slew continues to race wild while racing in fourth. Down along the inside comes Wish on a Star, who's fifth, one in front of Lilo's Journey as they carve the half out 48 seconds flat. So it's Hard Lovin' Woman leads him into the far turn, drawing ever closer second. Here comes Cold Desert. Up on the outside, there goes Mercer Slew, and Shopping with Bill just had to tap on the brakes there as they're just outside the quarter pole. So it's Hard Lovin' Woman shaken up there by Jimenez to keep pace. Coming at him and coming on. Here comes Mercer Slew. Laguna's looking for 3 on the card as they straighten away for the stretch drive. 3/4, 113 flat, and they're on their way home. By the 3/16 pole, Hard Lovin' Woman still has 3 to spare. Mercer Slew made that big run through the turn, but starting to flatten out down the lane, and then it's a long way back to the others by the 16th pole. Hard Lovin' Woman pulling away in the stretch, and Hard Lovin' Woman on the class drop will break the maiden tonight by 4 in the end. Mercer Slew was second, long way back to Lilo's Journey in third. Shopping with Bill fourth, running time 1:39 flat. Number 3, Hard Lovin' Woman takes them all the way up top, beautifully rationed out by Albin Jimenez, her owner Ken and Sarah Ramsey, trainer Mike Maker. Number 3, Hard Lovin' Woman breaks her maiden on the class drop, returning 640, 380, 380. Second to 10, Mercer Slew. Third the 8, Lilo's Journey, and fourth was number 6, Shopping with Bill. The exacta $30, the trifecta $137.30, the super $811. The daily double came back $28. The pick 4 for 50 cents, $2,461.50. No winners in the pick 5, consolation 4 of 5, $109.30. A carryover into that pick 5 into tomorrow's card of $4,400. Running time for race 5, 1:39 flat. Tonight's 6th race, a maiden special weight for the 3-year-olds to go 1 mile, scratch for Whipsaw. Morning line favorite, number 7, Arctic Joy for trainer Wesley Ward. And runners away. A fast start for the favorite Arctic Joy, but there goes Moose. Moose being hustled on out to assume command. Moonlight Mischief came away racing in the second position. Yarborough away in third. He's flanked by the favorite Arctic Joy, who's away in fourth. Down along the inside, Our Track is fifth and has about 6.5 lengths to find. Then a link further back comes the pair of Don't Miss the Prize and Tavern on the Crow. The field very compact here, only about 3 lengths from front to back. And there goes the favorite, Arctic Joy, up to the outside of Moonlight Mischief. And now Moose has grabbed a hold of the bit and is tugging hard against Meta there. These 3 are a length and a half in front of Don't Miss the Prize, who races in fourth. Then a link further back to Yarborough is in fifth, 1 in front of Tavern on the Crow. And at the tail of the field is Our Track. Up the backside they go, past the half-mile pole, the first half in 48 and 2. So they picked it up a bit in that second split. And on the inside, it's still Moose shows the way. Moonlight Mischief has been glued to his flank throughout. Arctic Joy, the favorite, and tugging hard against Jimenez, and actually has a handful of horse and opens up a half-length lead now just outside the quarter pole. So it's the favorite, Arctic Joy. The jock still sitting still, goes by the quarter pole with 2 to spare. Moose, that's all for him today. Here comes Moonlight Mischief running on from the back. Don't Miss the Prize is making good progress. And from last, Tavern on the Crow has found his best strides as they straighten away for the stretch drive. And by the 8th pole, here's Arctic Joy, that 3-year-old Kitten's Joy Colt, who's about 7 in front outside the 16th pole now. Running on for that, Tavern on the Crow running on for the Miners. But a good-looking maiden-breaking performance here on the Polytrack debut. Arctic Joy geared down to win by 8. Tavern on the Crow was second, Our Track third, and Don't Miss the Prize fourth. Running time a flashy 1:38 and 3. Number 7, Arctic Joy, just crushes this field, breaking his maiden by about 8 lengths in the end for owner Royce Roberts, trainer Wesley Ward, and Albin Jimenez, 2 straight on the card. For the winner, he returns 260, 240, 210. Second, number 8, Tavern on the Crow. Third, number 1, Our Track. And fourth was the 6, Don't Miss the Prize. The exacta 89.20, the try 147 even. Daily double 12.40, superfecta $880. The dollar pick 3 $41.30. Running time 1:38 and 3. Tonight's 7th race, a claimant event for the boys who haven't won a race in the last calendar year. They'll go a 1 mile, scratch the 7 Julian and Roses. Morning line favorite number 6, Uncle Micho with Carlos Villasana. Racing! And the starter called him in a perfect line. It's Right Charlie who's sending on out. The favorite Arvac, as expected, now will find the front and lead him into the clubhouse turn. So Arvac shows him into the first turn in front by 2. Right Charlie racing in the middle of the course while second. Dr. Callahan came away racing in third. Big gap of about 4 or 5 back to Uncle Mitchell and I'm Starstruck. Then a length to Aristocrat again and Risky Romance. And at the tail of affairs, Charlie St. Gold can see them all. First quarter mile, 24-2, so a moderate tempo up front for Arvac and Gabe Lagunas, trying to ratchet that speed back up into the nose there of Right Charlie. Dr. Callahan has came through to be a joint second. Now that one's really grabbing a hold a bit against Cardenas there and is keen to go on. Dr. Callahan 2 in front of Uncle Mitchell in fourth. I'm Starstruck continues to shadow that one. A length to Aristocrat again. Charlie St. Gold starting to pick them off one by one. And Risky Romance can't see them all. Half mile 48-1. So Arvac leads them up by the 3/8 pole in front by 2. Right Charlie being nuggled upon to keep pace. Through from the inside. Dr. Callahan still headstrong in third. Here's I'm Starstruck looping up 4 wide. Uncle Mitchell the Gray going to try to knife in between horses there as the field reaches the top of the home stretch. And Arvac has made every pole when he won and spins off the turn 2 to the good. Right Charlie under stern left-handed pressure now finds the rail and's coming up to challenge Arvac. These two square off outside the 8th pole. Right Charlie being put to the whip by Orlando Mojica goes by the 16th pole 2 to the good. Arvac starting to backpedal. Late charge from our Starstruck, but not enough. Right Charlie, your winner by 2. Arvac a game second, tight for third in 1:39-1. Number 5, Right Charlie rallies up the rail to win for Orlando Mojica and owner-trainer Whitney Bicknell and return 10-20, 480, 320. Second to 4, Arvac. Third, number 6, Uncle Micho. And fourth, the 8, Starstruck. The exacta was worth $41.60. The trifecta, $98.20. Superfecta, $867.20. The daily double, $16.40. The pick 3, $88.30. Running time, 1:39-1. Tonight's 8th race, an allowance optional claimant event. To go 1 mile, scratch 6, Poochie Poochie. Morning line favorite, number 3, Pepperoni with Alvin Jimenez. And they're off. Fast start for Hold My Purse, but now taken in hand, yielding the lead to the Mr. Chow through from the inside. To the outside, there goes Impassable Canyon, as expected, will now find the front. Memphis May, a 3 wide fourth, hard to hold. There is Kasaki tugging hard against Osorio. To his inside is Pepperoni, and then a separation of 3 or 4 lengths back to Hold My Purse, who's last about 8.5 lengths off the lead, past the 6 furlong marker, and they head up to straighten on the backstretch. 3 across the track. Mr. Chow, Impassable Canyon, Memphis May stacks up a 3 wide third. Separation of 4 to the pair of Pepperoni and Kasaki. These two match strides about 7 lengths in front of Hold My Purse, who still continues to be outpaced about 11 lengths as they wheel up the backstretch, approaching the half mile. So a hot contested pace up front as they took the first half in 46-4. So a spirited half mile for Mr. Chow, who leads him in the turn in front by a length. Impassable Canyon being ridden to keep pace. Memphis and May continues to take the worst of it. Wild third. Pepperoni inching up the fence. Wild third's going to have to get the rail to open there, and Kasaki's got a dream trip as let the speed work in front of him, and he's looping up 4 wide as they reach the top of the lane. It's Mr. Chow's going to turn first, but company's coming. Pepperoni attacks to the outside. Here's Kasaki going to square off to the outside, and from last, Hold My Purse has found a good room up the fence as they took 3/4, 1:11-4. It's Hold My Purse to the inside. Pepperoni shaking up to the outside. These two by the 16th pole, nip and tuck, but Pepperoni getting the better here, and Pepperoni going to give Maker 2 on the card, and Jimenez 3 wins it by 1.5 lengths. Hold My Purse a game second, Mr. Chow third, Kasaki fourth, 137-2. Number 3, Pepperoni grinds out a victory here. This 4-year-old Broken Vow colt, owned by the Sky Tie Racing in the $10 stable, trained by Mike Maker for his second victory on the card, and Alvin Jimenez gets his third on the card. Pepperoni, 680, 320, 260. Second to 2, Hold My Purse. Third, number 1, Mr. Chow. And fourth to 4, Kasaki. The exacta was worth $19.60. The trifecta, $102. Daily double, $42.80. Superfecta, $336.40. And the pick 3, $39.40. Running time, 137-2. Tonight's ninth race, a claimant event. Wide open 12 5-claimers to go 1 mile, no program changes. The favorite at 9-5, number 3, Brasigliano, looking to give Maker 3 on the card. They are off. Not the best break for Tapana, but a rocket start for Nifty 50, who quickly clears off by 2 on the run to the first turn. Shake Your Groove Thing came away racing in second, flanked by Brasigliano. Out 3 deep, there comes Northern Empire while racing fourth. Even further out is Jairuma, and actually about the 6th path there is In My Book. Then a link further back to the trio of Tapana, Vanilla Man, and Prosecution brings up the rear. First quarter mile, 24 seconds flat. So it's Nifty 50 and Leandro Gonçalves leads them for the backstretch run in front by 3 parts of a length. Shake Your Groove Thing has come into second, a length in front of Northern Empire, who races third. The favorite, Brasigliano, rides a rail while fourth, flanked to the outside by Yaruma and In My Book. Then link further back to Tapana and Prosecution's up 1 spot, and that puts Vanilla Man in the last in trailing position. Past the half-mile pole, they head up to the far turn. The half-mile was fast, 47-4. Hot tempo up front being set by Nifty 50 and Shake Your Groove Thing. These 2 Matt strides midway through the turn in front by a length. Brasigliano down along the rail third. In My Book continues to make good progress, but has been wide throughout and exploding from the back. Here comes Tapana making giant strides midpoint through the turn. It's Nifty 50, but coming alongside, here's Brasigliano, and Shake Your Groove Thing took Tapana out to the parking lot as they straighten for the stretch drive, but Tapana still going strong to the outside. Brasigliano there in second. That's all for Nifty 50. Running on from the back of the pack, making good progress up into fourth is Shake Your Groove Thing by the 16th pole. Tapana poured it on here late, and Tapana, it's going to give Maker a 1-2 finish here. Tapana and Johnny McKee wins by 6. Brasigliano was second. Looked like Shake Your Groove Thing edged out Nifty 50 in 138-2. Number 4, Tapana had made a wide sweeping move through the turn, drew off the win, going away to give Mike Maker 3 in the card. Tapana owned by Kendall Henson and ridden by John McKee. Number 4, Tapana wins and returns 460, 260, 220. Second to 3, Brasigliano. Third, number 2, Shake Your Groove Thing. And fourth to 1, Nifty 50. The exact to $10. The try, $49.30. The pick 3, $49.80. The 50-cent pick 4, $49.30. And the superfecta for $1 wager, $313. Running time for race 9, 1:38 and 2. Tonight's 10th race, a claimant event to go 6 furlong. Scratch number 10, Kuma's Boy, 12, Meanji, 13, Valiant Hope, jockey change in the 1, Bugatti Dreaming to Gabe Lagunas. The favorite, number 5, Dream Brother with Leandro Gonçalves. And they're off. Poor beginning for Bugatti Dreamin', but a fast start for Devadut. Quick into stride as well. There goes Dream Brother. And running back's a pace presence down along the inside. Through from between horses goes Maximum Horsepower. Then a link for the back comes City Classic. Right to that one's inside is Grand Sam Larry. Then a link to No Small Rewards and Starship Phantom. Has 2 horses beat. They are Rabadabadoo. Way out back. Outpaced at the back is Bugatti Dreamin'. After that poor start, they blitz into the far turn about 3.5 furlongs from home. The first quarter is 22 and 2/5 seconds. So it's Maximum Horsepower and Devadut. These 2 Matt strides past the 3/8 pole. They're 3 in front. Run It Back continues to make progress up the rail. City Classic has found his best stride in the center of the track. Through from between horses, Dream Brother, Green Cap's keen to go on. Running on from the back, here comes No Small Rewards as they reach the top of the lane. And it's Run It Back turns first. Still Maximum Horsepower still up front now. These 2 square off past the 8th pole. Devadut running on, and down the center of the track comes No Small Rewards. It's Maximum Horsepower. Maximum Horsepower is going to have to deal with No Small Rewards, who's lunging to the outside, moving fast, but the wire's coming. Maximum Horsepower leads them all the way up top to win by 2 in the end. No Small Rewards was second, Run It Back third, Titan for fourth, 1:11 and 2. Number 6, Maximum Horsepower took the lead from the start and never looked back. Rationed out beautifully by Perry Utes on the front end for owner Susan Anderson, Doug Jacobson. And the winning trainer was Susan Anderson. Number 6, Maximum Horsepower, $18.20, $9, $5.60. Second, number 2, No Small Rewards. Third to 4, Run It Back. Fourth, number 9, City Classic. And finishing 5th for the Super High 5, number 8, Devadut. The Exacta, $102.40. The Try, $489.10. Superfecta, $6,675 even. Daily Double, $45.80. No winners in the Super High Five. That carry over into tomorrow's card, better than $2,900. And the Pick 3 was worth $83.30. That concludes tonight's racing program. Live racing returns tomorrow, Sunday, with a first post of 3:40. This has been the Turfway Park Report.